Y'all, the time has come to bid farewell to some tried and true travel essentials because I have found some much better options. Today, I'm going over 7 major travel essentials that I am retiring and what I'm using and loving now. Let's go. First up, let's talk about luggage, specifically my carry-on suitcase. For a while, I was using the Level 8 Roadrunner carry-on suitcase with that little laptop pocket on the front. The wheels are super smooth, the zippers are great, and the telescopic handle gives me lots of choices of heights to choose from. However, the last time I used the bag, I ended up checking it in and I forgot to snap the zipper pulls into the TSA lock. And when the bag came off of the baggage carousel, the zipper pulls were completely missing. Shortly after that, I got the Quince expandable carry-on suitcase, which is supposed to be very, very similar to the Away brand carry-on suitcase. Some might even say it's a dupe. And after using it on several trips now, I can honestly say it is better than what I had before. To begin with, the Quince suitcase weighs in 2.5 pounds less than the Level 8, which makes a huge difference when you are trying to stay within those very strict weight limits. And that laptop compartment just wasn't all that functional. If I packed my laptop in the front pocket, it took up significant space inside the suitcase. Plus, I really like having my laptop in my personal item bag with me at my seat so I can use it during the flight. Both are clamshell suitcases with zippered compartments on one side inside. But instead of just 2 compression straps on the second side, the Quince suitcase has a whole compression panel that also includes more zippered pockets for more organization. I've used my Quince carry-on on multiple trips now, both carrying it onto the plane and putting it in an overhead bin and checking it. I have never had any issues, and when I've picked it up at baggage claim, the zippers are always intact. The second retired item is my travel blanket. I used to swear by my Sea to Summit sleeping bag liner as the best option for cozy comfort on those overnight or long haul flights. But let's face it, it is a huge pain getting in and out of that thing, especially in those tiny economy seats when you're half asleep and groggy. Because many of you suggested trying a cashmere wrap instead, I did, and now I am using the Quince cashmere wrap. It's cozy, luxurious, and very multifunctional. You can use it as your airplane blanket and as a stylish wrap or shawl for chilly nights out. It's also really nice to cuddle up with when it's time for some relaxation after a long day of sightseeing. The quality is incredible and it packs down small enough to toss into my personal item bag effortlessly. I have 2 different versions from Quince, the featherweight cashmere silk scarf, which is better for your warmer travel months, and the Mongolian cashmere wrap, which is a little bit heavier and better for cooler travel months. I just wish I had thought to bring one of them with me on the trip to Portugal, because that overnight flight from Boston to Lisbon was one of the coldest ones I have ever been on. The third item I'm retiring is my travel fan. All right, y'all know how much I have loved my questionably shaped little pink fan, keeping me cool in hot situations. But Epica's Trip Cozy brand just released their brand new personal travel fan, and it is an absolute game changer. It's my pleasure to introduce you to the Epica Pocket Fan. And it might be small, but it is mighty, thanks to a 19,000 RPM motor with 6 speed settings, including a turbo mode that will give you that sexy hair blowing in the wind effect. The battery lasts up to 21 hours when you run it on low, and it charges in about 1.5 hours. And it also works as an emergency power bank with reverse charging from its charging port. It's built with premium materials, including a metallic coating that keeps the fan light enough to be able to wear around your neck on a lanyard for convenience. And as a gal with long hair, I really love that you don't have to worry about your hair getting caught up in the fan blades. The easy-to-read LED display shows you the battery life and all of the speed settings, which is very useful when you are trying to conserve power. I love using this when the flight gets stuffy, and it was perfect when the temperatures started rising when we were out on safari. I think the Pocket Fan is a perfect addition to Epica's new Trip Cozy line. I have really been enjoying using their super durable compression packing cubes to keep everything tidy and organized. The materials they've used for these compression packing cubes feel very luxe and heavy duty. And better yet, they are machine washable. I especially love how much deeper these packing cubes are. It truly helps to keep the clothing contained within them when I'm using them as dividers and organizers in the hotel dressers or their bookshelves or wherever I'm having to store my clothes when I am traveling. The see-through mesh panel on the top lets me see exactly what I have packed in each cube, and the color-coded zippers keep me from accidentally unzipping the wrong section. And when it's getting close to the end of your trip and you've worn most of your clothing multiple times, especially if you've got a capsule wardrobe, the antibacterial liner will keep them from getting too stinky. It's really wonderful to see a company like Epica take everything that they have learned about making travel easier and use that knowledge to create more must-have travel essentials. If you want to check out these new Epica Trip Cozy products for yourself, I'll have the links and a limited discount code for my community below in the description and the first pinned comment. Or you can always go and search for Epica Trip Cozy on Amazon to explore more. A big thank you to Epica for sponsoring this video and creating the perfect fan for us menopausal ladies. Retired item number 4 is neck and head support. For ages, the turtle neck rest and Mzu eye mask combo was my go-to for long haul and overnight flights. It was comfy enough and worked pretty well if I had a window seat with somewhere to lean my head against. But a lot of times I would find myself slumping forward and end up with an extremely sore neck and back by the end of the flight. I'm sure many of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. But I just figured that was the price you pay if you can't afford business or first class seats. However, on our overnight flight to Portugal, I decided to try out the Sun neck brace, and it's a total upgrade. It genuinely supports my neck by keeping my head attached to the headrest of the seat. Because it is wrapped around your head instead of your neck, it doesn't feel as constricting or, more importantly, too hot. Unlike traditional travel pillows, it provides a structured support to keep your neck properly aligned, reducing that neck and back soreness after long flights. Honestly, when I first ordered the Sun neck brace, I thought it was going to take up a lot more space in my personal item bag than the turtle, but it ends up, when it's packed down into its own little travel bag, the Sun is smaller than the turtle and Mzu mask combined. Trust me, your neck and shoulders will thank you for using the Sun head brace. Retired item number 5, toiletry containers. These silicone refillable bottles seemed so great when I purchased them a few years ago. They're flexible, lightweight, and relatively leak-proof, but they are so large and take up so much space even when they are empty. So I have now transitioned to using these minimalist, lightweight, flat lay containers. They take up so much less space, pack flatter, are completely leak-proof, and are honestly just easier to fill and clean. Because they're transparent and flat, they pass through airport security checks very easily. And I love how it kind of keeps my toiletry bag tidy and organized as it can be. I'm also using these refillable lip gloss containers for a few of my toiletries, like my face cleanser and vitamin C serum. They are the perfect size for the small amount I need of those items for a 1 to 2 week trip. I've been really challenging myself lately to limit the amount of space my toiletries take up in my suitcase without having to sacrifice my skincare routine. And both of these items have really helped with that. Do y'all have any suggestions for other items to help to use to slim down your toiletries? Let us know in the comments below. I am always looking for good toiletry hacks to use. Retired item number 6. Earbuds. I have continually been on the search for a well-fitting, noise-canceling, excellent sound-producing earbud for years. I really wanted to be able to find a cheap pair under $50 that would be the unicorn of earbuds. But alas, after so many attempts, I finally upgraded to the Beats Powerbeats earbuds, and what a difference. The audio quality is fantastic and they're comfortable enough to wear for hours, even on those super long flights. The active noise cancellation feature is a total game changer. It really does help block out airplane engine noise, chatty seatmates, crying babies, and just general airport chaos, so I can truly relax or focus on editing a video. Battery life is also impressive, and the compact charging case means I never have to worry about running out of power mid-flight. With the over-ear design, I never have to worry about always feeling like the earbuds are falling out of my ears. And because they come with 5 different ear tip sizes, you can make sure that the fit is perfect for you. I'm learning that when it comes to earbuds or headphones, you really do have to pay more to get the best quality. Retired item number 7, makeup brushes. Those tiny travel makeup brush sets look so practical, don't they? They're compact, space-saving, and really seem like the perfect solution, except they're basically useless when you actually try to apply makeup with them. The brushes don't hold the product, or they are so flimsy that you can't really control the application. Plus, with creaky fingers, it's a lot harder these days to hold something that small. So frustrating when you're trying to get out the door quickly, but still look fabulous. Last Christmas, I splurged and invested in the Angie Hot and Flashy Travel Brush Set by BK Beauty, and I have never looked back. Finally, I can do my makeup while traveling without wanting to throw the brushes out the window. They're still compact, but they actually work properly. The bristles are the right density, they blend well, and I don't feel like I'm fighting with my tools just to look presentable. The quality is solid too. They are not going to fall apart after a few uses. Plus, the travel case works great as an additional makeup holder that sits upright on the bathroom counter, taking up a lot less space than traditional makeup bags. As you can see here, how I have it set up on my trip to Portugal and Africa. And over here in this video, I go over more travel essentials I use on every trip. Thank you so much for choosing to join me here today and watching this video. I hope that you have safe and wonderful travels.